So just close your eyes for a moment, breathe through your nostrils, out and in. Onegaishimasu. Thank you very much for coming. So please stand up. I would like to start in a very traditional way with Ikkyo Undo. So you just step forward with your left foot, right foot to the back, and going for it. I mean, you know it. I don't have to explain the basics of that, but maybe I can show you the way I learned it from my teacher, Watanabe Sensei. So what he did was, I think you can see my hands, okay? So he opened the hands a little bit and then twisting around the hips. And when the hind hip is coming forward, then going together with the hands and raising the hand here, okay? And his idea was with the Ikkyo Undo that this is not a defense movement. So it's not against Shoman Uchi or something else, but that this movement is going with this hand here to the throat of Uke. So that you grab in the throat of Uke, supporting that grip with the other hand here and dragging down Uke towards your belly point. Okay, so this is slightly different and perhaps it sounds not so friendly, and possibly it isn't if you do it in reality, but because we don't do it in reality, it's just an exercise. It's an exercise in concentration and having really a martial arts movement. So it's not just warming up, it's really going directly into the essence of it. Yeah? So I would like to ask you to join me. We can count in Japanese, ich, ni, so that way, going forward, ich, going back, ni. Yeah? Okay, so let's do it. And ich, ni, ich, ni, ich, ni, ich, ni, ich, ni. Please go ahead on yourself in your own rhythm so I can have a look on your movements. Okay, so very interesting. Please have a look again on the movement of my hands. So I'm going closer to the camera so you may see it more directly. So what I'm doing is that I twist my hip back and twist it back forward. So when I drag the hands a little bit to the outside, my hip is going backward. And then my hip is going forward. And as it goes forward, I bring my hands together in this way. So when I started to learn Aikido, I did it this way. Yeah? But what I'm now showing to you is a little bit different. Yeah? So twisting the head backward, the hands go outside. Then I twist backward and the hands are closing on the level of my belly point and going forward this way. The arm on the same side as the hind leg, this is going to the front, while the other hand is going on the back. So it's here on the wrist and it's supporting that. So you have much more strength feeling that. You can even press both hands to each another. Yeah? So you feel it. And when I'm going back, I just close my fingers and going back to my belly point this way. And then it starts from the beginning. I open up my hands this way and twisting back my hip forward and going back again. Okay, so this is this one. Ich, knee. Ich, knee. Just try that. So even if it feels a little bit unusual, just try. And while you twist the hip, stay square with your shoulders. So the shoulders are pointing forward. They do not move while the hip is moving. Yes. Yeah. Just stay square with the shoulders and leave them forward while the hip is going backward. Yeah. Perhaps have a look. It's not so difficult. So I'm going outside with my hands, and I'm going back with my hip. And what I'm not doing is that I'm going back with hip and shoulder at the same time. It's just going back with the hips. Can you see that? My shoulders are standing still. Yeah. And when my hip is going forward again, then my hands are going up. Yeah. Perhaps you can try this. Yeah, just try. It doesn't have to be perfect because it may be quite unusual to you. Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is Ich-ni. Let us do it Ich-ni San-shi. So I demonstrate it. So it's Ich-ni, turning around, San-shi, turning around, Ich-ni, turning around, San-shi. And now have a look. If we are doing that in a flowing movement, you can use that flow of the movement. So the first movement is clear. It's from a static position. It's Ich, knee. And now what I'm doing is I'm dragging this hip this way. And now I can move this hand in front of my body without moving the hand in a curve around my body. It just goes through and directly forward. So it's like a pendulum, yeah? And the pendulum doesn't make any curvature, yeah? So it just goes here. So it goes here, back, forward, yeah? Let's try to do it together. Ich-ni San-shi, yeah, slowly. And Ich-ni, turning on spot, San-shi, turning on spot. Ich-ni, turning on spot. San-shi. Ich-ni. San-shi. Go ahead with your own rhythm, slowly or faster, doesn't matter. I would like to have a look at your movements. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, very good. Please have a look. I would like to point out an additional thing which you can try in your movement. I think this is a basic principle. The idea is the following. If I move forward, when I reach the maximum of the forward movement, I'm already going backward. So what I'm not doing is I'm going forward, and now I'm going backward. The point is that if you're doing that, your movement stops completely. And if you do the second movement, you have to start at zero. Yeah. So what I'm trying to do is I'm going forward. You can see that. My hip is going forward. My arms are going forward. But when the arms are lifted up to the maximum here for Ikkyondo, I already twist backward the hip. And therefore, the pendulum just swings back in a swift movement. So there is no stop in the movement in my body. Yeah. So I will try to demonstrate it again. Yeah. So it's going forward. My hands are reaching the max. And at this moment, I'm dragging back the hind hip and turning around. And now my arms are falling down, going to the other direction. And when they reach the maximum here, I already turn back the left hip. The hands are going like a pendulum back and back and back. Yeah. Just try that. Try to figure out that you have a swift movement, an ongoing, continuous movement in this Ichi, Ni, San, Shi, Ikkyondo. So it's not, it's without any stop. Yeah, okay, yes. Yeah, exactly. You may get the feeling that you can relax in this. Okay, and this is good. You just relax in that movement. You just swing forward, swing backward, and the power is coming from your belly point. So the hips are moving first, and then the shoulders, then the arms, then the hands. Mm. Yeah. The more you can do the hip movement independently of the arm and shoulder movements, the better the flow of the movement. And if you do that slowly, it's really possible to move firstly the hips and then let the shoulders, arms coming behind the hip movement. Yeah, okay. Great. Yeah. Okay, now we put some more difficulty on that by going into 4 directions, counting to 8 in Japanese. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shich, hach. Yeah? And I'm demonstrating that, and I do hope that the camera is capturing my movement. Okay, so it's starting as before. So, ich, ni. While my shoulders are square to the front, I already turned the hips backward, and now my arms are following that. San, shi. Now I'm doing with my left leg a step to the left side, and this is go. Roku, turning on spot, shich, hach. And now with the left foot to the left, starting anew, ich, ni, turning around, san, shi, with the left foot to the left, go, roku, turning, shich, hach. Okay? Let's try that. I'm doing that slowly and then looking for your movements, and then I join you again, and then I speed up a little bit. Okay? So this makes it more interesting. Okay, let's start. And ich, ni, turning around. San, shi, with the left foot to the left. Go, roku, turning on spot. Shich, hach, with the left foot to the left. Ich, ni, turning around. San, shi, with the left foot to the left. Go, roku, turning on spot. Shich, hach, ich, ni, san, shi. Go, roku, shich, hach. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, okay. Yeah, looks very good. So now let's do that again together, and I speed it up. But please, if the speed is too high for you, then you keep with the speed where you can do that movement. Yeah, so don't try to take the speed which I'm giving to you if it's too fast for you. Yeah, you just take that speed which is appropriate for you yourself. Yeah. Okay, let's try. We start slowly and then I speed up. Okay, and 1, 2, turning around. 3, 4, with the left to the left. 5, 6, turning. 7, 8, to the left. 1, 2, turning. 3, 4, to the left. 5, 6, turning. 7, 8, to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Okay, I guess it was a little bit too fast for you. Was it? You can just give it thumbs up. You had it, or thumbs down if it was too fast for you. So in between, okay. Yeah, okay. So I will try to show you some little tricks, so to say, where you speed up that movement without losing balance and having the same kind of power in your movement as if you do it slowly. And the first trick I would like to show you is, I think I have to, oops, to put down the camera. Okay, so you can see my feet. A second. Okay, you can see my feet. Okay, so when I started to practice Aikido, I learned that the feet have to have a 90-degree angle in between, and this is what I'm not doing any longer. So I'm having the back foot. I have about 45 degrees, so it's like a diagonal. While the front foot, of course, it's going to the front. Okay. So when I'm doing this each knee, usually you bend the knee while going forward with the itch movement and going back and bending the hind leg with the knee. Okay, that's okay for the moment. But now if you turn around, what I'm doing is I'm lifting up that foot and turning it around. Then I lift up this foot and turning it around here. So I'm doing the turning on the heels. Not at the same time, because then I lose my balance, or it's difficult to keep the balance. Yeah. So I just have the imagination that I turn around this foot and somehow like a bowling, how do you say? Can't get the word for it. So it's like if I'm touching the other foot with this one, so then this is lifting up. Yeah, and this is going around here, and then this is lifting up. So there is only one foot in the air at the same time. It's not both. Yeah, this is too difficult. Yeah, dong dong, dong dong. Yeah, okay. Just try this for your own. You just stand there. If you would do the Ikkyondo, and you are trying to turn on spot while moving on the heels, and one foot after another. Yeah. Okay. So I see Cliff. It's much faster, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's going faster. Yeah. Yes. Very good. Yeah. Okay. Now the second point is, if it's going to be fast, then I do not bend my front knee if I'm going for Ichi forward. Yeah? But I do the opposite. So I lift up the toes of the front foot while I'm going forward with my arms. So this is Ichi. Now I move that foot, knee, san, shi, and so on. Yeah. I will put up the camera in a second to show you my body stance while I'm doing that. So remember, if I move my arms forward, I lift up the toes of my front leg and I have a straight leg. Yeah, the knee is not bended, but while dragging up the toes, I get a stiff leg. So it's like a stick. Yeah, and you can just imagine that this stick is just with a very small area on the floor, and therefore the friction is very low. Yeah, if you have the heel on the floor, this is much less friction as if you have the whole foot on the floor and you're trying to turn on the forefoot. Yeah, this is one reason why many Aikidoka have problems with their knees, because they're doing that kind of movement in Taisabaki, for example, with bended knees. Yeah, but if you have it stiff, then the knee is secured because your muscles are dragging the joint together, and there is no friction inside of the knee. Yeah. Okay. I just put the camera back on the table and try to demonstrate my body movement. And remember what I said about the feet. Yeah? So my left foot is in front, right foot is in back. And now I'm doing Ichi. So I move my arms forward. Usually, if you bend the knee of the forward leg, you bend over a little bit with your rump forward. But now, if you drag the toes up, then you can lean back and do that. Yeah. The most important thing for me is that if you're doing that if you make a connection from your wrist down in a vertical line to the floor, it must hit the back of your foot. Yeah. And obviously, if your hands are before your foot, you already feel that. If somebody is dragging your hands, you just stumble over forward. Yeah. And if you have your hands behind the foot, so more closely to your body, then it's much easier to push you and you lose balance too. Yeah? So what I'm trying to do is I lift up the front foot, the toes upward, have a stiff leg, and leaning back a little bit and moving up my arms this way for Ikkyondo. So this is Ichi. And now the knee is that I'm already turning around the front foot to the side because it's on the heel. It's very easy to move it. Yeah, and let's swing the arms here. And what you can see here is now my nose is pointing into this direction and this arm is going first, and then my nose is going here. Yeah? I mean, we are doing that because there are at least 4 guys standing around you and trying to attack you. Yeah? So if I'm doing this one here, and I'm turning around with my head here, the first thing the second guy is doing is just hit me on the nose. Yeah? So if you're doing that one here, and you just move around that one so that the hand here is coming first here, then your face, your head may be more secured. Okay, and here's the same. I'm leaning back a little bit, yeah, and then twisting around and leaning backward. Yeah? So try this for your own, in your own rhythm. So I can have a look on it. So only each knee, so only in 2 directions. Yes, interesting, huh? You have really to make the front leg stiff. Then you can lean back. If you bend it, you can't do that. Okay, very interesting. Just have a look again, please. The trick is really, I'm going forward with my arms while my body is going backward. Yeah. So I'm doing this one. You see? I lift up my arms and I'm leaning backward. It's as if you are standing in a bus and you try to find something where you can lean there so you don't lose balance while the bus is accelerating or braking. Yeah. The usual way we are used to is that if we're doing this Ikkyo-undo, we are going forward. We are going forward with our nose and bending the front knee. But now I ask you to lift up the toes of the front leg, make the leg stiff, and to have one line in your body, so that the leg, the straightened leg, and your rump and your head is in one line. And this line is this one here, and it's not this one or even that one. Yeah? So I'm leaning back, and the arms are going out forward. So you have that kind of configuration. So you have leaning back your body and your arms are going forward. So it's kind of opposite movement in your body. Your body is going back, your arms are going forward. Please try again. And remember to turn on the heels when you go into the other direction. And the front leg is always straight. Yeah. Yes, very good. Yeah. Xeris, I have a tip for you. Just disentangle the arm movements from the body movement. Let the body lean back and the arms are going independently forward. Yeah, just try that. Lean back with the body and just move up the arms independent of the body. So they don't have to go together. Lean back, lean back, lean back, lean back. Yeah. No. When you go forward with your arms, don't go forward with your body, but go backward with your body. Move forward and go backward. Yes, better. No, not just the hips is going backward, but the shoulders have to go more backward than your hips. I know it's very uncommon. Yes, yeah, and turn around and the other side. Lean backward with your body, lean backward, and go, yes, and then the arms forward. and turn around and lean backward, lean backward. Yes, and go forward with the arms. Okay. Yeah, looks much better. Very good. Okay, now let me demonstrate you how you can speed this movement up. Okay. So if I'm standing this way, I'm standing this way, quite normal, and now I'm moving forward my arms while I'm leaning backward with my body. Now, if you do that yourself, you feel that most of the weight of your body is over the hind leg. Yeah. So the front leg is free. Yeah. There is no weight on it. Yeah. So it's very flexible to move it. Yeah. A karateka would come to the idea to kick. Yeah. But as an aikidoka, we just turn. So to have in the end spiral movements. Yeah. So I'm standing, upright position, and leaning backward and bending a little bit the hind leg. So the hind leg is not stiff, it's bending a little bit. I'm sinking down a little bit with the hind leg and lean backward while I'm moving forward my arms and dragging the toes of the front foot up. And now I keep that first and twist around with the hip and with the foot, which you can't see right now. Yeah? And then I turn around and again, I'm leaning backward. So I have already the toes up of the now leg in front of me and the hands here. So I'm turning around, I'm turning the foot here, and I'm leaning backward and bringing forward my arms. So it's kind of opposite movement. Yeah? It's very unusual in the beginning. I myself needed a longer time to get this principle. Yeah? But this is this one. Yeah? I would like to ask you to try that. Moritz, this looks very good, but you make a nick in your hip region. See, get a feeling that the straight leg, the straight front leg, is in the same line as your rump and your head. Yes, this one. Yeah. And turn around, and do it the same. Yes, very good. Yeah. So it's quite a cool feeling, isn't it? Yeah, it's easy going, so to say. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, leaning backward, and bringing the arms forward. Yes, very good, Xeus. This was good. Leaning backward. Yes. And turning around, leaning backward. Yes, this movement is good. Yeah. And the other side. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Feels a little bit curious in the beginning. Yeah. But now I would like to ask you to do it in 4 directions. Yeah? I just demonstrated again. Yeah? So what I'm doing is I'm leaning backward, bringing up my arms here. My toes are up and I'm turning around. Ni, san, shi, with the left to the left. Go, roku, turning, shich, hach, ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shich, hach, ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shich, hach, ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shich, hach. And if you're doing that, you can stay cool, and inside of you, you are calm and very present, but your movement is getting faster and faster. Yeah. And I would like to ask you to do that kind of experiment. Start very slowly, observe yourself. Don't control it with your consciousness, that movement. Yes, relax and do it as you can do it. Yeah. And then if you get a good feeling with the speed you have, then you speed up a little bit. And keep it a flowing movement, no stop. Yeah? You care about dozens and hundreds of people who are trying to come towards you. And you don't know when the stream of people coming towards you will stop. So have a good housekeeping of your power. Yeah, looks good, Xeris. Yeah, really, just try it. Yeah, and a slow and ongoing movement without any stop. Yes, very good. Lean back, yes, good. And turn around, lean back and bring yes, very good. And to the left. Yeah, lean back. Yes, very good. Turn around, lean back, forward, to the left. Lean back. Yes. Turn around, lean back and forward. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you see, you can, Cliff, okay, you can see you can do it really relaxed. Yeah, you just swing around the arms. Yes. And yeah, exactly. And in a real situation, often it suffices that you just stop the other one to move towards you. Yeah, you just stop it for a second. You care about the second one, the third one, and so on and so forth. Yeah. Okay. Now let's try to make kind of a movement out of that. Yeah. And Ikkyo Undo, the name is coming from Ikkyo. So we try to do an Ikkyo movement now. Yeah. And I would like to invite you to think about Ikkyo Ura. So stepping behind the uke, the imaginated uke, and doing a tai sabaki with your body. Yeah. So I'm going forward, but now not in this way we just did it, a little bit different. So I have now my right foot in front of me, and I'm swinging forward my right arm. But see, I still have my right shoulder back. I do not move it this way. Yeah? But I'm having it here, and while it is here, while I have a square shoulders towards the front of me, I just move that arm diagonally. So the right arm is going up and the hand is going over here. Yeah. So in my region, usually we do have a fifth season, as we call it, and this is Carnival. And in Carnival, there are some rituals and habits, and one is to have a mock movement for the military greeting. You know, military greeting is that one. I mean, this is what I learned in German army. So this one, greeting, okay? But to make a joke out of it, it's going like that. It's going with the fingers to the opposite part of your forehead, yeah? So this is that one. And this is what I would like to ask you to imaginate if you're doing that. So right foot is in front and you swing up only this arm and the shoulder is back. It's not going here. So it's just going here. Yeah. And to get really an idea about the movement as a whole movement is I'm moving up my arm this way. And now I'll do a step forward with my hind leg, but I'm keeping my arm here in the space. and I'm going under my arm forward. Can you see that? If you look at it from the side, I'm going forward with the arm, and I keep this arm in space, and I'm going under the arm forward. See that? Yeah. Just try this one. And try to practice it on both sides. Yes. So the right arm is like an umbrella, yeah, to save you from the raindrops coming from above. Yeah. Or it's kind of a gate, and you step through the gate. So, and the arm is the top of the gate. Yeah. Try it on both sides, right and left. Hmm? Yeah. Okay, Ceres. The beginning is very good. The beginning is very good. But let me try to demonstrate it again. I have my left foot in front, and I bring up my left arm. This is what you did too. Yeah. But when I move forward with my right leg, I keep my arm here. So my head is going under my arm. Yeah. So it's a kind of strange feeling, because you have the feeling that you bring your arm this way. And in a way that's true, but you're not moving your arm backward, but you are moving your body forward and keeping your arm in that position. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, relax. Walk under your arm through. The arm is kind of a ceiling of the gate you're walking through. Yes. And walking through. Yes, very good. Very good. Okay. Yeah, great. Okay, now let's do the next step. Okay. Yeah. So what we did is one foot is in front. I'm lifting my arm diagonally, and I'm moving forward under my arm. Now you see, you can imagine that Uke is just standing beside you now. Yeah, it's shoulder against shoulder. And what you can do now is that you turn around on spot, as we did it with the Ikkyo Undo movement, and keep your arm here. And what you can now imagine is that your hand is coming down as in a cutting movement to the neck of Uke. Yeah, so it's this kind of movement. Yeah? Once again. So I move up my arm here, making a step forward, and then I'm turning on spot and cutting down diagonally this way. Okay, try this. Yeah, the cutting has to stop in front of you. You cut through and don't move the imaginated sword behind you. It's just still in front of you. Yes. Step forward and turning on spot without stepping backward. The stepping backward is coming later. Cliff. Yeah, just step forward, turning on spot and cutting. Cut, yes. Turning on spot, cutting. Okay, and try to do it on both sides. And as you know, the Japanese swords were very sharp. So the cutting can be done in a very swift and easygoing movement. So you don't have to put strength into that cutting movement. It's just, yeah, the sword is just going down diagonally, cutting through. Yeah, serious, very good, very good. Okay, good. Yeah, great to see you, and trying to get my explanation. Great, wonderful. So now we doing next the next part of that movement. So you can now see it's ikkyo ura. Yeah? So my right foot is in front of me. I'm going forward with this arm here. Now I'm doing the step forward with my left foot, and at the same time, my left hand is going forward, and I imagine that this is going to the elbow of uke. Yeah? Either uke is attacking by shoman uchi or by katadidori aihami, grabbing my forearm, doesn't matter. Both attacks are fine. So my left arm is going to the elbow. Now I'm turning around here, and now I'm doing that cutting movement here and bending over the arm of uke. And my imagination is that here at this side, I have the forearm hand, backside of the hand of uke, and with this one here, with this kind of hand posture, I'm at the elbow of uke. I'm demonstrating it on the other side. Left foot is in front. I'm moving up my left arm diagonally. I'm doing the step forward, walking under my arm and going with the right hand with this kind of hand posture to the elbow of uke here. And now I'm turning around, and with this left arm, I'm doing this cutting movement towards the neck of uke and gliding along the arm of uke and going here. Yeah? And if you do it with a real uke, the hand of uke is now lying in my hand this way, yeah? While the other hand is on the elbow of uke. Yeah? Okay. Yeah. Please try that. When you do the step forward, you swing the other arm forward. Imagine that it's going to the elbow of uke. Yes. And then turning around by cutting. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And try it on both sides. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very good to relax the arms because you may concentrate too much in how to move the arms, and then you use your muscles, and this is straining your power. Try to relax. Yes, very good, very good, very good. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And once more. Great. Okay. Now, possibly you already get the very similar feeling to your usual way of doing ikkyo ura. Yeah? Now, the point is, if I do have my uke this way, so I said here in this hand, the backhand of uke is lying in, and here I'm on the elbow. The shoulder is here, elbow is here, hand is here. So this is a more or less diagonal line of the body. Yeah. If I'm now trying to move downward to the floor, he or she can resist because the shoulder is up. So what I'm having to do is I have to somehow to manage that the shoulder is going deeper than the elbow. And how can I do that? One way is just to drag this arm here and lift this hand up automatically. You see, this is the arm of uke. Now the shoulder is down. Yeah? Most people, and I did it the first 15 years or so, I'm trying to push on the elbow downward. But then already uke can resist and stand up because the shoulder is high. What I'm using is here the leverage of the lower arm of uke by just moving it here. And as Cliff did it in the beginning already, together with turning around 180 degrees and going onto my knee. So if I'm having it here, I'm turning around and going on my left knee downward. And okay. What I'm having here is the hand of uke, here is the elbow of uke, and the shoulder, you can see, is on the floor now. Yeah, and this is, if you do it with a real uke, you will get the experience that this is a very easygoing movement. I'm doing the complete movement. Right foot in front. I swing up my arm. I'm going forward and moving my other arm to the elbow. I'm turning on spot and cutting through the neck here. Then I do a step backward and I'm turning around on spot and going on the knee and ensuring that I have the imagination that the hand of uke is highest, the elbow is in the middle range, and the shoulder is on the floor. Okay? Okay, try that, please. So it is ikkyo ura. It's nothing new in a way to you. It's only maybe some aspects on that which is different. Yeah, very good. Yeah, and turn around, Xeris. Turn around. Yes. A last turn on spot. Yes. Yeah. Great. That's it. Yes. And in the right hand, you have the hand of uke, so it's higher than your left hand. And the left hand is on the elbow, still in the air. And you can imagine that the shoulder of uke is on the floor. Yeah. Cliff, you don't have to grab with the hand which is at the forearm or hand of uke. The trick is you don't have to grab. You just touch it. Yes. Yeah. Very good, Xeras. It was very good. Lifting up the arm, step forward, turning around, step backward with the left foot and turning around again. Yes. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, and Cliff, you don't have to have this big difference in height between left and right. So it's not really 45 degrees, it's less in reality. Yeah. Very good. Yeah. Yeah, and Moritz, you can have the imagination that the hand where the hand of uke is lying in it's not this one, so it's not perpendicular, but it's in the same line. So if you do that kind of movement, you don't move your hand here, because then the hand of uke is here. Yeah, but you move your hand this way. So then it's in the same direction. So fingers are pointing in different, in opposite directions, but the hands are lying this way. It's not this one, this one. Yes, yes. So it's kind of a gliding movement, you see? Yes, exactly. It's just swinging. It's just swinging the arms. Yes. Okay. So hang on, just 1 second, and then very last movement for you. I would like to try to show you how you can do it without thinking about the movement. Of course, after this short time, this is maybe impossible, but just to give you a hint or something to that. So I'm just moving this one here. Yeah. So it's this one, this one. Yeah. So it's one swift movement without stop in between, and it's all of the way, it's the same speed. So you don't accelerate over that movement and you don't slow down. So it's one speed, same speed. Yeah. Try that, try that. And if you think it doesn't work, it works at least a little bit. Yeah, very good. Yeah, Moritz, the left hand doesn't have to have so high. It's a breast height, not shoulder height. Yeah, that's enough. You see, if you can imagine, this is the arm which is going through your hands, and the shoulder is down on the floor. Yeah? Then you have the control over the body. Yeah, Cliff, it's really swinging. You are on the right track. Just swing. Just let the arms swing. Yeah, just accelerate the arms and let them swing, and give them only a little bit directive for the trajectory they have to go. Yes. Yeah, that's all. And try to have them straight, but not totally straight with muscle power, but softly straight, and try to refuse to bend your arms in the elbow while you're doing this backward movement. Yeah, try it again. Yeah, fine, great. Yeah, because if you bend the arms, the velocity of the arms will change. Yeah, it's like with a dancer doing a pirouette in ballet dancing. It changes if you have the arms outside or you have them close to your body. Okay. Yeah, thank you very much. Leah, I would like to give the attendants an opportunity to have a short question answering session. That's possible?
Oh, perfect. Yes, it's okay with me.
Yeah?
Okay. Shall we bow out first and then have Q&A, or?
Yes, yes. I would like to close it formally, and then we do have a question answer. Okay.
All right.
Thanks a lot. So let's sit down in Seiza. And I myself, I have often to remember this, even if I did this so many times. Try to drag the shoulders towards your ears a little bit, and then turn them a little bit to the back, and then let them sink down. Okay. And close your eyes. I'm breathing out and breathing in towards your nose. Hi. Domo arigatou gozaimashita. Sabine? Oh. Nee, ich bin mit dem anderen Account dran. Aber ich komme da nicht rein. Ich komme gleich zu dir. Okay. I have a small technical issue because there is a yoga class in parallel, and they are doing that also in Zoom. And I have to support them. So we have 2 minutes or so for question answering, if it's not too short. So go ahead.
Okay. Anybody have any questions? Let me get back to gallery view. If you have a question, maybe just literally raise your hand, and I can, or unmute yourself and go ahead.
Cliff?
Sure, Cliff.
Yeah, on the initial I don't know what it's called, where we're just going back and forth. Each knee.
Yes.
Each knee. Is the body pretty much in the same place the whole time, and yet kind of leaning back as you turn as I go, I'm first direction, I'm leaning back, and as I go the other direction, my body pretty much in the same place, but then it leans back towards that direction.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So I'm trying to demonstrate this here. So this is a vertical stance of the body, okay? And leaning back means to me, if here is the head and here is the nose, then I'm leaning back here, while the arms are going forward here. And then I'm turning around and I'm leaning back here. And I'm turning around and I'm leaning back here. Yeah. So what's stable in space is the hip region. So this is the pivot point of that movement.
Yes.
Yeah, you see? Yeah. And the pivot point, the belly point is between the feet. So this is why you can keep balance while moving this way. Yeah. While if you stand here and you lean forward and bringing forward your arms, then tendency is you fall forward. Yeah. And if you go too much backward, then you can be pushed and you fall backward. This is the idea. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Pleasure. Yeah. Sorry about this, but people asked me to help them technically. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed it. And next month, second Monday, I will be back. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Bye-bye.
Perfect. Thank you, everybody.
See
and
you.
thank you, Thomas Sensei.
Yeah.
Have a good evening. Have a good day to the
Yes.
US people.
Yes.
Bye.